Bill Gates, born William Henry Gates III on October 28, 1955, in Seattle, Washington, is a globally renowned technology pioneer, entrepreneur, and philanthropist. As the co-founder of Microsoft, Gates played a pivotal role in revolutionizing the personal computer industry and shaping the digital age. His leadership and vision transformed Microsoft into the world's leading software company, making him one of the richest individuals in history. In addition to his contributions to technology, Gates is also widely known for his philanthropic efforts, primarily through the Bill Melinda Gates Foundation, one of the largest private foundations in the world. This biography explores Gates' life. From his early years and the founding of Microsoft to his later work in philanthropy and the impact he has made on global health, education, and poverty alleviation. Early life and education. Bill Gates was born to a prominent and well-educated family. His father, William H. Gates Sr., was a successful lawyer, and his mother, Mary Maxwell Gates, served on the board of directors for several companies and organizations, including the United Way and First Interstate Bancorp. Gates grew up in an environment that encouraged intellectual curiosity, ambition, and public service. From an early age, Gates exhibited an extraordinary aptitude for mathematics and logic. His parents enrolled him at Lakeside School, an elite private school in Seattle, where he was introduced to computers for the first time. It was here that Gates developed a passion for programming. Lakeside had access to a teletype machine connected to a General Electric (GE) computer, which allowed students to experiment with programming. Gates quickly became proficient, writing his first computer program at the age of 13, a tic-tac-toe game that allowed users to play against the computer. At Lakeside, Gates formed a close friendship with Paul Allen, who shared his enthusiasm for computers. The two spent countless hours working on projects and experimenting with different programming languages. This partnership would later form the foundation of Microsoft. Dropping out of Harvard and the founding of Microsoft. In 1973, Gates enrolled at Harvard University, where he initially planned to pursue a pre-law degree. However, he found himself spending more time in the university's computer lab than in class. His growing fascination with the potential of computers led him to consider leaving Harvard to start a software company with Paul Allen, who had moved to Boston to work for Honeywell. The turning point came in 1975 when Gates and Allen read about the Altair 8800, a microcomputer developed by Micro Instrumentation and Telemetry Systems, MITS. Recognizing that personal computers were the future, Gates and Allen saw an opportunity to create software for these new devices. They contacted MITS and offered to write a version of the basic programming language for the Altair 8800, even though they had not yet written the code. After successfully developing and demonstrating the software, MITS hired Gates and Allen to create software for the Altair. The success of this project gave them the confidence to start their own company. In 1975, Gates dropped out of Harvard and, along with Paul Allen, founded Microsoft, originally Microsoft, short for Microcomputer Software. Their mission was to develop software that would enable people to use personal computers more effectively and easily. Microsoft's rise to dominance. In the early years, Microsoft primarily focused on developing software for microcomputers. However, Gates' vision for the company was much broader. He wanted to create software that would be standard on every personal computer. This vision materialized in 1980 when Microsoft secured a contract with IBM to provide an operating system for IBM's new personal computer. Microsoft purchased an existing operating system, modified it, and sold it to IBM as MS-DOS, Microsoft Disk Operating System. The deal with IBM was a watershed moment for Microsoft, as it established the company as a key player in the emerging PC market. Even more importantly, Gates negotiated a licensing agreement that allowed Microsoft to retain ownership of MS-DOS and license it to other computer manufacturers. This decision laid the foundation for Microsoft's dominance in the software industry. In 1985, Microsoft launched Windows, a graphical user interface (GUI), that made computers more user-friendly by allowing users to interact with the computer through graphical icons and windows rather than text-based commands. Windows quickly became the dominant operating system for personal computers, and by the early 1990s, Microsoft had established itself as the leader in the software industry. Leadership style and vision. Gates' leadership style was characterized by his intense focus, competitiveness, and drive for innovation. He was known for being a demanding boss who pushed his employees to excel, often working long hours himself and expecting the same from others. Gates' ability to anticipate technological trends and position Microsoft at the forefront of the industry was one of his key strengths. He had a deep understanding of both the technical and business aspects of the software industry, allowing him to make strategic decisions that ensured Microsoft's continued success. Throughout the 1990s, Microsoft expanded its product offerings beyond operating systems, developing software for business applications, such as Microsoft Office, and entering the internet and gaming markets with products like Internet Explorer and the Xbox. Gates' vision of a computer on every desk and in every home became a reality, as Microsoft's products became ubiquitous in homes and offices worldwide. By the late 1990s, Gates had become the world's richest person, with a net worth that surpassed $100 billion. However, Microsoft's dominance also attracted scrutiny from regulators, and in 1998, the U.S. Department of Justice filed an antitrust lawsuit against the company, accusing it of monopolistic practices. The case was eventually settled, but it marked a turning point in Gates' career. Transition to philanthropy. In 2000, Gates stepped down as CEO of Microsoft, handing over the reins to Steve Ballmer, a close friend and longtime colleague. While he remained involved in the company as chairman and chief software architect, Gates began to shift his focus toward philanthropy. He and his wife, Melinda, had already started the William H. Gates Foundation in 1994, but in 2000, they merged several family foundations into the Bill Melinda Gates Foundation, with a mission to improve global health, reduce poverty, and expand educational opportunities. The Bill Melinda Gates Foundation quickly became one of the largest and most influential philanthropic organizations in the world. Its work focuses on areas such as eradicating diseases like polio and malaria, improving healthcare systems in developing countries, promoting education and digital literacy, and addressing issues related to poverty and inequality. One of the foundation's most notable achievements has been its contribution to global health. The foundation has donated billions of dollars to support research and development of vaccines and treatments for diseases that disproportionately affect people in developing countries. In particular, the Gates Foundation has played a crucial role in efforts to eradicate polio and combat malaria, two of the world's deadliest diseases. In addition to his work through the Gates Foundation, Bill Gates has also partnered with other wealthy philanthropists, such as Warren Buffett, to encourage the world's billionaires to pledge the majority of their wealth to charitable causes. In 2010, Gates and Buffett launched the Giving Pledge, a commitment by the world's wealthiest individuals to give away at least half of their fortunes during their lifetimes. Later years and ongoing influence. In 2008, Gates transitioned out of his day-to-day role at Microsoft to focus more fully on his philanthropic work. He remained involved with the company as chairman of the board until 2014, when he stepped down but continued as a technology advisor. Throughout his career, Gates has remained a public figure known for his technological foresight and commitment to addressing global challenges. In recent years, Gates has focused heavily on climate change and clean energy initiatives, using his platform and resources to advocate for innovations that can help mitigate the effects of global warming. In 2015, he launched Breakthrough Energy, a coalition of private investors dedicated to funding research into clean energy technologies. Gates has consistently argued that innovation in energy technology is essential to addressing the global climate crisis. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Gates emerged as a leading voice on the importance of vaccines and global preparedness for pandemics. The Gates Foundation committed significant resources to support the development and distribution of COVID-19 vaccines, particularly in low-income countries. Gates' involvement in pandemic preparedness dates back to earlier warnings he had made about the global need for stronger healthcare systems and international cooperation to combat infectious diseases. Personal life and legacy. Bill Gates' personal life has often been the subject of public interest. In addition to his marriage to Melinda French in 1994, with whom he has 3 children, Gates has remained a deeply private individual despite his global fame. In 2021, the couple announced their separation, but they continue to work together on their philanthropic efforts through the Bill Melinda Gates Foundation. Gates is also known for his love of reading and learning, often recommending books on topics ranging from science and economics to history and ethics through his blog, Gates Notes. Conclusion. Bill Gates' legacy as a visionary entrepreneur and philanthropist is undeniable. His pioneering work in the software industry revolutionized computing and transformed the way people interact with technology. Through Microsoft, Gates helped shape the digital world as we know it today. Equally important, his philanthropic efforts have had a profound impact on global health, education, and poverty reduction. As one of the most influential figures of the 21st century, Bill Gates continues to inspire innovation and social responsibility across industries and borders.